I never am afraid to bet on myself, ever. Ever. I'm always going to win. You 43, you better hurry the fuck up. All right, folks, man, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I do, man. As always, subscribe. Man, we got a heavy hitter here today. It was just a great talk. Hopefully, we provided him with some value. I know he's probably going to reach out a couple more times. Man, folks, if you at a crossroads in life, you trying to figure it out, you need to listen to this one, folks. This one's a good one. Hey, if y'all out there, man, and you failed some military course or you failed something in life and you want to talk about it, the failure videos have kind of fallen off because I haven't been saying y'all reach out, man. Buds, AFAS, RASP, hell, you failed out of medical school, something like that. Give me a call, man. Let's talk, man. Them failure videos were huge hitters. Hey, as always, man, we building champions for life. Just go in the Army. Go talk to Army recruiters. Tell them what you want to do. Okay? Tell them you're an ultra dude. I can run. Okay? Let me ask you this. Where are all the pilots at that you know?
A lot got out. One is actually flying for SOCOM right now. He's been doing it for like the last 7 years.
At 160?
I can't really give a lot.
Okay, so listen, this is what you got to do. Get on a fucking plane and go see him. Call that motherfucker up today, buy a plane ticket for Friday, go see him, sit down with him on Saturday and Sunday. Say, hey, man, I want to get back in. What can I do? Okay? Because he's in the Marine Corps, but he's flying for fucking the green.
No, he's in the Air Force.
Okay, he's in the Air Force flying for the green dudes. Okay? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Go see him. Go see him. Go sit down. Don't do it over the phone. Don't do it over Zoom. Get on a place. Hey, man, I'm coming to fucking see you this weekend. What do you think? Okay? Because here's what I'm going to tell you. He can pick the fucking phone up, and he can make a couple calls, and he could put his neck and his nuts on the table for you, and now those opportunities are real.
Yeah. So I've talked to him about it. I haven't gone out and seen him and talked to him about it.
Why do we go out and see him?
I will.
No. I said why? Why? What's the difference between going to see him and talking to him on the phone?
There's really no difference. I guess if I see him in person, if the opportunity presents itself, he can actually introduce me to people.
There's the ability to read body language, right?
Oh, well, we went to the academy together. We're really good.
I understand that, brother, but I'm gonna tell you this. I got a roommate from the Naval Academy who's struggling right now. Okay. I thought he was struggling a lot more than he really was. When I went and saw him, I realized he wasn't as struggling as bad as I thought he was. Okay. He's in a bad place. I thought he was a lot worse than I could. I talked to him on the phone for 2.5 years. Because of COVID, I couldn't see him. Okay. So don't ever discount that in the face-to-face. You know, I know you know all this stuff. You 43 years old. You fucking know how to go around the block. I'm just saying, a lot of the units that you would love to serve in are invite only, but there's also there's a big ass dude with a shepherd's hook in the back, just hooking dudes in that are worthy.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why I'm saying, like, you go kill Green Team right now. You know, as a 43-year-old ultra marathon dude, you go kill Green Team right now. Because it's all running. You know?
Yeah, I need 6 months.
Well, I mean, fuck, you 43, better hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, that's true. I got you.
Like right now, if you had to go run a 26, can you go run 26 miles right now? Can you run a marathon?
Yeah.
How long would it take you?
4 hours.
Okay, 4 hours. So you are a little slow. I was thinking you were going to say you could run in good shape. You run a 3 hour, close to 3 hour.
Yeah, I could do a BQ, a Boston qualifier.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So then and that's the thing. If you go in the Army, all you got to do is run. Sit. That's all you got to be able to do. Run, carry a ruck. Not a big deal. The ultra dudes kill the Army because that's all they care about. But I would talk to your dude, man. Talk to him. Say, hey, man, what do you think? Right? You're a JTAC, but you're dirty JTAC, right? Because how long ago were you JTAC?
15 years.
Okay,
almost. 12 years.
So that's a long ass time ago to be fucking claiming, right?
Yeah. So I did talk to him, and he told me 2 things. He said, 1, if you decide to do it, no doubt in my mind you'll crush it.
Mm-hmm.
But 2, I think you're romanticizing it, and I think you'll hate it.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you: if you had wife and kids, this conversation would not have went as smoothly as it has went.
Right.
Okay. I give 2 fucks if you romanticize it, you get there and you hate it. Because what's your option? What can you do if that's the case?
Nothing.
Just get the fuck out.
Well, I mean, you got the contract. You got to wait till the contract.
It's
but
only 4 years.
Yeah.
What are you doing for work right now?
I sell software.
Okay. You make 250, 300 a year?
More than that.
Okay, more than that. Is that job going to be there when you fucking get out?
Maybe.
No, bullshit. You're a fucking Air Force Academy grad. You get any fucking job you want, right? You got a master's degree?
2 of them.
In what?
I got an MBA and a master in sports science.
Where's your MBA from?
Southern Methodist University in Dallas.
So SMU, right? Like here's what I'm gonna tell you. I never am afraid to bet on myself, ever. Ever. I'm always gonna win. I don't lose very much, right? And if I lose, I walk away. Oh well, I'm already on to the next thing, right? I'm 51. I don't give a shit no more. Like, I don't have no bills. I don't have no fucking wants. I got 3 kids. They're fucking awesome. I got a great wife. Like, you know, because I thought about it, like when I was really about 3 years afterwards. So 2005, when motherfuckers was getting chewed up. And then 2007, when Zembeck got killed. Like, I talked to the agency a little bit. Okay. But the thing about the agency was it was so fucking grimy. Like, everybody I knew over there, everybody was just like, yo, Jake, this shit is straight cowboy shit. Like, this is you, a gun in the middle of fucking nowhere with 100,000 motherfuckers around you. And that's what I liked about the SEAL teams was I was always at the strategic advantage, right? Like, I always had the advantage. I always got to play in my field. I always got to have air assets. I had the advantage. But, you know, I went and did the same thing. And then I just cut it off. You know, at some point I started helping a bunch of people like yourself. And I just said, hey, man, I'm going to give back this way. I'm going to make sure that I fucking put high quality officers into the military. I put high quality people into the airplane seats that wouldn't get the opportunity, right? Like, we just found out we got 2 dudes going to a Navy OCS to fly. Okay, today. Like, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just helping people, you know, because I'm giving back for, I'm not going to say dodging the war, just not going. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't, me personally, I give 2 shits. Like, dude, what's 4 years of your life?
Right? 43, that's it's a lot.
No, it's not though. It's not. Like, are you telling me you haven't saved any money? Are you broke?
No.
You probably have 7 figures in the bank, correct?
I do.
Okay, so then what the fuck are you worried about?
If you romanticize it, I tried to retire a couple of years ago, and it didn't take.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm not retiring. I may not make any money, but I'm gonna be fucking out here killing it. I'm gonna get ready to start raising Japanese goldfish. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a fucking koi master and shit. Throw pottery all day, fuck around, okay? But I know I'm not gonna be happy doing that shit. My joy is watching people achieve great shit, you know, and I help. So for me, I just don't want you to, I guess to me, like, you go in the army, dude, you are gonna be, I don't know if you're gonna be happy, but if you're upset with it, you can get out 4 years. 4 years of your life ain't gonna do anything to you. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna get out, you're Air Force Academy grad, you got 2 degrees. Like, dog, come on, man. My 06 just got out the Navy and got offered a fucking COO job. He ain't been in no business ever. Yeah. And a dude offered him a Fortune 500 company COO job because he's having a lot of problems with operations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the kind of opportunities you're going to get. You know? But I just think you got to make a decision and go with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't spend too much thought on it personally.
Well, my thinking was I need a few months to get back into shape, the cardio shape. And so I can spend that time kind of organizing stuff. And I wanted to pick your brain on it.
What other questions you got? Like, how else can I help you, brother?
Really, the issue is I wanted to know what you do to cope with it. Because
I'm going to tell you this. So I'll tell you this. I skydive to feel special.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell everybody, man, I got fucking 25 SEALs right now. Got a handful of Army Rangers. I got a couple Green Berets. I got, probably 30 officers in the Army right now. I got 10, 15 people at Naval Academy. I got one kid at West Point, a freshman. I just had a kid graduate from West Point, right? Like, I'm still heavily involved in the military. I'm just not in the military anymore.
Yeah.
I give back that way.
So for me, it's not like a rush of combat or anything. I saw combat. Granted, I was in the air, but I did combat missions with Force Recon and a couple with Navy SEALs. So I'm not like just trying to itch to go to combat. And as you said in plenty of your videos, we're not at combat anymore anyways. We're not shooting anybody. So that's not what it is. It's I want that flag on my arm. I wanted Marines on my chest, but it might be Army on the chest, but I just feel zero fulfillment. And I've tried to do Habitat for Humanity. I've tried to do volunteer work, all this other shit. And I miss it.
Are you trying to get married?
No.
You don't want to get married?
I've seen way too many messy divorces, and I don't want
you're fine.
half of my shit.
You ain't got to tell me, bro. Shit, yeah. Trust me. If my wife leaves me, sign me up, because there ain't no chance I ever get married again. None. Okay. Yeah. I just think, I'm not even gonna say I dealt with it. Well, I coached college football for 15 years, right? It was awesome. But I just found myself up against too many stupid people, just stopping me from I had a guy stop me from getting an NFL job. I got the NFL job, and he called down there and stopped them from giving it to me. Okay, I had an opportunity to be an AD.
How'd you not put hands on that man? How'd you not put hands on that man?
It's pretty interesting. I'm just telling you, bro. I went and saw my mentorship. I'll tell you right now, mentorship. I went and saw as soon as I found out what happened, I got in a car, I drove 3 hours, saw my mentor, Marty Fine, who was my prep school head coach, gave me the chance of a lifetime to play as a 5'7", 170-pound nose guard at the Naval Academy. I went and saw him, and he said, hey, man, listen. He said, you got to quit. He said, you drive back up there, you quit. He said, don't touch him. He said, if you touch him, you're going to go to jail. He said, I'll find you a job. You just quit. Get out of there. He said, you can't work for a guy like that, right? So I came back up. I told the dude I quit. He tried to fucking master me, man. He tried to treat me like a slave. You can't quit. I said, listen, I suggest you stop talking before I come across his desk and fucking kill you. Yeah. And he stopped talking. He got quiet. And I just said, you're fucking wrong. Like, I'm making $19,000 a year, and I got a fucking NFL job paying me $120, and you fucking took it from me. And I know exactly why you did it. After I put 81 sacks on the board in 2 seasons for him. Okay. And I just walked out of his office and left. Since then I seen him. I gave him a hug and shit, but nothing I can do about his poor upbringing and his poor behavior. Yeah. Right. But it got to a point after 15 years that I couldn't, like my wife says, man, I'll fucking never home. You work fucking 18 hours a day, man, for 9 months straight. That's what no one understands. Right? It's just one season after the next. Regular season, spring ball or recruiting, spring ball, summer recruiting, 1 week off, camp, fucking back in it. Right? And so, it was great. Teams, coaches, right? But when you're surrounded by less than cerebral people, and I've been on 2 great staffs with winners. I've been on 4 bad staffs with losers. Okay. And I know now at 51, my biggest problem is I can't go play with losers.
Yeah. So that's what I'm running into in the civilian world. Like I try to be humble. Most people don't know anything I've done. And I really do believe I can learn something from everyone. Sometimes that's you learn what not to do. But recently, and what's really got me wanting to go back in is there's just this arrogant fucking 26-year-old who just thinks that he's God's gift to everything and was trying to tell me what to do, even though he's nowhere near my boss or anything. And I just asked him, I was like, how old are you? He says, I'm 26. And I stopped myself from saying this, but I said it in my head. Do you know what the fuck I was doing when I was 26 years old? Mm-hmm. And that to me got to a point where it was like, okay, you can't be in a civilian world talking to these pieces of shit when I've been off doing what I did. And granted, like I wasn't down in the dirt like the other Marines were, so I'm not trying to take anything away from them or say I'm badder than anybody else.
Doesn't matter. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Have you thought about like going to work at like a McKinsey?
Like a consulting firm?
Mm-hmm. Like a smart consulting firm, like a McKinsey, like one of the best firms in the country with tons of smart people, hundreds of smart people.
No, I haven't considered that.
What about a Goldman Sachs?
I wouldn't want to work there. No,
I'm just telling you, so one of the things that I've like, there's been two organizations where I've like been around. Goldman Sachs was one of them. They're fucking winners top to bottom. Okay. McKinsey is the other one. Smart, cerebral winners, top to bottom. Okay. Now, I've been around some organizations that are absolute dumpster fires. Wachovia Securities. Okay. Wells Fargo, maybe the biggest losing organization in the history of mankind. And this other organization that I'm not going to mention. Okay. Like rife with losers. Like literally the whole culture is built on losing. And, you know, I'm not as strong as your guy saying that you're romanticizing it. I will say this, though, as an 01, brother, you better strap it up if you go play with, you know, even in the infantry. You know how it is. You're going to have some idiots in charge of you, brother.
Yeah.
Even in the Marine Corps. You go Marine Corps, you have some stark raving and lunatic idiots in charge of you. Then you're going to have some people you're going to have an 05 or an 04 that's pissy with you because you already got shit he don't have.
Yeah, my peer group are 05s and 06s. So that's what, you know, I should be if I would have stayed in.
Why'd you get out? Because you couldn't fly 18s?
So again, caveat this with, I was young, I was stupid, I didn't have a mentor, I was pissed. When I enlisted in the Marine Corps, it was the best time of my life. Boot camp was a fucking joke. Like it was super easy.
Yeah.
You know, my senior drill started to pull me aside one time. He's like, "Why are you smiling all the time?" I was like, "I love this." You know, when you come from a wrestling background, you know this better than anybody. That type of shit's easy, and you love the grind. You love everything. So then I went to the Air Force Academy. I thought it was going to be the time of my life because, well, because I wanted to be a pilot. Ever since I was 6 years old, I knew I wanted to be a pilot.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, one step closer to being a pilot. I was scared to go to the academy because I thought I was going to be surrounded by a bunch of genius athletes. And it was, you know, I know you help people get in. I know there are people that may be watching this video thinking, oh, you know, that's going to be me. Sometimes there's a running joke where it'd say, like, the congressman's pulling a joke on the academy, letting this person in. Like, why would the congressman recommend this person?
You know what all the athletes at Naval Academy said?
What's that?
We went to school with a bunch of mutes.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell everybody, man, like all of my kids, if you ask them, you know, what is Jake's premise behind going to one of the service academies? Man, it's going to suck for 4 years.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, like I had a kid try to quit as a sophomore.
Well, that's the time to do it. Better than
dog, if I get you into school and you go to school, you ain't leaving.
Yeah.
Like, and so he was like, he wanted to transfer to Colorado. I said, hey, man, you want to go to Colorado? He's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave, go to Colorado with my friends. 2 of my classmates went to Colorado. They're having the time of their lives. I say, man, listen, young buck, only way you're going to Colorado is if you're in a fucking coffin.
Yeah.
What? I'm like, do you understand what we had to do to get you into school? You ain't fucking going nowhere. Shut the fuck up. Sign your 2 for 7, shut up, and go back to school. Right? He got a little upset with me, but then I sent somebody to go see him.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, you motherfucker. Like, here's what we had to do to get you into fucking school. Shut the fuck up. You knew this. This is what you wanted. And now he's killing it. Right? But I think there's a lot of romanticizing about like service academies, and I just think it sucks.
Yeah.
And it sucks for guys like us because there's a bunch of smart fucking turd burglars there. You know, I tell everybody, I just gave a speech on Saturday. I talked about how bad the leadership was I learned at the Naval Academy.
Yeah.
How bad. You know, and when I became a senior, how my squad crushed it and there was no yelling in my squad. Because I told my juniors, I said, listen, man, your performance grade is dictated on their grades. There was 2 football players in my squad and a female track athlete, and then there was 1 regular midshipman. And I told them, if they don't, like, if they have bad grades, you're going to be ranked last in the company, period. And we had the best grades in the battalion. And everybody was like, oh, man, but you don't do, shut up, man. This is leadership.
Right.
Like, my job isn't to sit here and yell at some freshmen. My job is to make sure they're successful at the Naval Academy. You know, I just think you got to sit down, brother. You got 2 months, get in shape. I don't think I would worry about any of it, because I know this. You go back in, you hate it. You got 4 years. I think you can do 3 years in the Army.
Okay.
You can sign up for a 3-year officer time in the Army. You do 3 years. You go to OCS. You kill OCS. Well, you won't have to go to OCS. You got to go to 2-week fork and knife school for the Army. And then you'll go to IOBC, you know, learn your land nav and all that stuff. But you probably already know that. You went to TBS. So
my land nav was punching shit into a GPS.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, the Army's real big on land nav, right?
Yeah,
land nav and op orders. But like, if you go, like, you're smart. You're fucking really smart. Like, I got a kid from West Point down there right now, just failed his op order. Why did he fail his op order? Because he didn't call the 5 motherfuckers that just got done with the same class fucking 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You know, so
but
I don't know, dog. How else can I help you, man? I'm not as draconian as your guy is about going. I just fucking make a decision and send it. Don't be fucking 50 looking back trying to figure out what you did.